Well, folks, Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez appeared on the cover of Vanity Fair this week, so obviously conservatives had to flip the hell out. And they did. It didn't take them long at all because apparently the outfit she was wearing on the cover and, in the inside, the photos there, was a $14,000 outfit, including, the clothes, the shoes. I think there may have been a handbag in there too. I don't know. But all of that, $14,000. So conservatives did their collective, ha ha ha. You democratic socialist, you are wearing expensive clothing. Therefore, you are a fraud. The worst of the worst, right? Look at the hypocrisy of this woman wearing clothing that it turns out was actually given to her by the people at Vanity Fair to wear during the photo shoot. It was not her clothing, because that's how photo shoots typically work for big organizations like this. They have huge wardrobe departments to dress people, to do all that, and that's what this was. That $14,000 outfit wasn't hers. And AOC, as per usual, was able to point that out on Twitter. Didn't lose her temper, at least not in a way that, I probably would have. She did point out that this is stupid, that this is idiotic, and that this kind of thing has to stop. And she's 100% right. This woman has endured, before I even say it, let me say this. You know how Donald Trump is out there like almost every single day since he took office, whining about how mean the press is to him and how everybody's unfair to him and how everybody's attacking him and everybody's out to get him? Yeah, first of all, not true with him, but it is true with AOC, 100%. She absolutely has been dragged through the mud for the phoniest of phony scandals by conservative media outlets and occasionally by real reputable papers. They've attacked her for spending less than $300 on a haircut that included a cut, style, and color. And I don't know if you've ever had to pay for one of those. Maybe if you're a guy and you haven't had that, your wife has, your girlfriend has, significant other, whatever, your mother, sisters. Like, even I know, like when my wife, who only does it once, maybe twice a year, when she goes to the stylist, like that's going to be a good $300 to $400 because that's what it costs to do those kinds of things. And she got crap for spending under $300 on the same thing, saying, ah ha ha, you rail against society, yet you contribute in society. It's the cartoon. It's that cartoon come to life with the way these people are with AOC. They have criticized the way she dresses, claiming that you can't be a democratic socialist and wear nice clothing. And then if she were to show up wearing a burlap sack to the House of Representatives, they'd be like, oh my God, you're a disgrace. This is why you can't elect bartenders. Oh, and of course they mock her for once holding a real job, being a bartender, being a server. As anybody who's ever worked in the restaurant industry can tell you, that is grueling. That is grueling, unappreciated work, by the way. Spent many years doing it myself. Hope to never go back there. And anytime I do go out to eat, which obviously hasn't happened during the pandemic, or sit at a bar, I overtip because those people get treated like garbage. They typically get paid like garbage, and they deserve a lot better. And it's a hell of a lot more work than it looks like on the surface. But nevertheless, she persisted. She always does. She is strong. She is not letting these attacks get to her, or at least not letting them know that they get to her. And they keep coming up empty-handed. She is an idol. She is a role model. She's an icon because she represents something so much more than just herself. She represents a new face of a movement, hopefully a new face of a Democratic Party, and if not, a new face of a Democratic Socialist Party. And that's why she is so terrifying to these Republicans, because she represents the future. She represents change. She represents something that stands for the American people. And more people in this country are being drawn to that and away from the Republicans. And that is why they freak out and try to attack her over every single little thing. Because if they can't stop her, They know that eventually she is going to destroy them. And I can't wait for that to happen.